everybody, and welcome back to another great episode of Community Connections with Queen. Now, today's conversation is going to circulate the topic of financial understanding, more so looking at taxes, and more specifically, a micro look into America, Maryland, capitalism, and taxes. We have the question that often comes up in the conversation with my friends and I. Where's our tax money going? You know, those little brackets on your check that you see whenever you get paid, and you're wondering, who is this money going to? It shows that consumers and employees both have legal rights as far as their tax dollars and their spending power. So that brings me to the question: get my coworkers together, those who are like-minded, and figure out how do we come up with some type of organizational, excuse me guys, something's going on. All right, everything is good to go. Traffic is on a schedule. I hope that the ambulance gets to where they need to be. One thing about being live and unedited is that anything happens at any time. And so getting back to the conversation, we're taking organizational steps to create a culture of fairness within the work environment. So changing the paradigm of what it means to be an American, it means looking at how Americans work, how Americans live. So here's a great idea that I have going into the new fiscal quarter. Can we organize to ask our employers to go to our corporations and say, hey, we don't want this certain bracket of tax money to go across the country or to support weapons or, governments in other countries. Instead, we would like our taxes to go into a pool for each individual employee for the duration of our time at this company. And those taxes can be collected if the employee decides to leave or if the employer decides to end the business relationship, thus ensuring a smooth transition for the employee to have some kind of security blanket to fall back on should they need to find another job position. One of the two things that life gives us that you cannot get back is time. And the other thing is energy, all right? Time and energy are two things that you cannot get back. So when you give your time and energy and skills to do a great job for these corporations that are here on America, they should be rewarding you, because without your human resources, they would not be able to exist, right or wrong. So going forward, I want that to be a huge topic of conversation. What does it look like for Americans to take their tax power back, and starting with employment? What do you guys think about that? What do you guys have to say about that? And how can we make this happen if this is something that we like and that we are interested in manifesting through divine power? Until next time, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for joining, and be blissful. Create the world that you want to see. Change is always possible as long as you are making it happen. Ashe, namaste.